Hello, we are live back again, Dungeons and Dragons with the comic book community. We got the whole crew back. Thought it was going to be 4 out of 5 again tonight, but last minute we were able to steal Gray back into the fold.
Last minute non-cancellation.
Plans changed, so worked out.
Well, hopefully it wasn't something too much more fun than this.
No. This wouldn't have been home yet. I wasn't originally going to be home till tomorrow, but I got home today.
So to give you guys a quick refresher / recap / what happened since Tickles was not here last time. You escaped the floating island after recovering the items you needed that Volin led you to. You rode the whale back to the mainland, where you started to trek across the frozen tundras to get to the other side of the shore on the east bank, in order to find this glacier and find an entry to it, in order to hopefully stop the Frostmaiden from continuing to destroy 10 towns with cold, etc. Along the way, you ran into some nasty-looking Charlatan-carrying frostbitten warriors, which you dispatched fairly easily. And then Gray pulled a Tickles and
put a shiny magic ring in front of me. I'm going
a shiny magic ring off of one of their hands, which immediately disappeared and transported them to the mouth of a giant cave in the shape of a bear. They decided, well, while we're here, I guess we'll go inside. And we left it off with them hearing the unmistakable cry of a dragon from the room next to them. After finding some
sweet
some dragon egg shells in the room that they are in. I pretty much cover everything.
I think so.
Yeah.
All the important bits.
Sure.
Okay. Unless we have any questions, we can jump back in to the game.
I will just remind you, depending on that Spectre is still following me around and will until I take a long rest or it dies. So
Right. Yeah, he reanimated one of the guys.
Oh, okay.
So it will act after you in combat, and I'll let you control it, obviously.
Speaking of, have we? Did we just hear the dragon, or are we about to roll for initiative?
we heard it, I think.
You
Just
heard
heard
it. It has not entered the room as of yet. So you have half of an action. Like, you may act very quickly, but you can hear the footsteps approaching you.
Well, then I would like to ready a spell and see what comes out. Like,
Okay.
I don't know, it could
Just to give you a quick reminder of the room that you're in. It is the first room in this cave. You went up a little slope that kind of did a U-turn back to the main area of this room. There are two little alcoves where the eggs were. There's a path to the south, which is where you heard the dragon calling from. There's obviously the exit / entrance that you came in. And then there is also another pathway to your northwest. But yes, you may ready a spell.
So there's 3 exits from this room, then, plus the 2 sets. Okay.
The alcoves are pretty small. They're only about 10 by 10. But I mean, you could try to hide in there, but they are not like much cover or anything. They're kind of facing the direction that the sound came from. So
Okay.
they would protect your back, but wouldn't protect your neck.
Gotta protect
If need be, I will try.
And if we've learned anything from Wu-Tang, it's to protect your neck.
But my mom could stab.
So yes, there is the entrance you came in from as a way of getting out of this room, and then the way to the south, which is where you heard the dragon cry from, and then the northwest, which you have not explored yet.
Okay.
You guys want to go kill a dragon?
Well, it's all hiding, so we'll see.
I mean, it could turn out its name is Puff, so I mean, we're not 100% sure yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does anyone else want to do anything in this brief moment before?
Is there anything to look at, search, or anything in these alcoves or anything like that while we're doing it?
They already searched the alcoves last time. The only thing that was in there was the dragon egg shells.
Okay.
So I'm
They
just gonna
weren't like just hatched either. They weren't all like goopy and slimy. But clearly they.
It's been a while.
I think Gish rolled an animal handling or a nature check or something and recognized what they were. So from the pattern on that eggshell.
Gotcha.
All right. So if you're just hanging out in this room,
I mean, do you guys want to go up that northwest passage, or do you guys want to go forward? I mean, we're just standing here, right? So
I'm certainly going to back away from wherever we're hearing the sound, so that I'm the furthest back from it. I guess I'll back towards the way we came in, since
I mean, I will tell you from observing the sound, you don't think you could escape the room before it entering the room and seeing you. So you could try to run and hide somewhere, but you can't just like run away and have it just go back to where it came from.
I'm just gonna move off to toward the northwest door, not to try to go through it, but to just so we're spread out and not all clumped up in the middle of the room.
then I'll fade to the right. If we're spacing each other.
All right. Well, then a moment after you all do this, you see a small, clearly adolescent white dragon enter the room with its eyes bearing down on all of you. Gish, you may cast your spell that you readied if you so choose before we roll initiative.
Okay. I'll go ahead and cast it then. I want to cast a 3rd level spell. I think. How big is the room again?
The room as a whole is about 60 feet square. I mean, it's not a natural cube shape, but it's at its widest point, it's 60 by 60.
Okay, well, in that case, I'll do a different spell. I'll cast Cloud of Daggers, 2nd level, on the dragon. It's I fill the air with spinning daggers in a cube that's 5 foot cube, centered on a point, I think, so right behind its neck.
Okay.
And it takes 4d4 slashing when it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Just automatically, no.
Yeah, automatically, no save or anything.
We don't want to try to communicate with it or anything like that.
Apparently not.
Yeah, so that means he's going to take 4d4, I guess. Immediately.
All right.
And of course, I rolled 3 1s. So that's 6 total.
All right.
Give him a little pinprick on the back of his neck, I guess.
Okay, let's roll
Oh, and
initiative.
that is concentration, 1 minute.
Initiative.
18.
Hey, Audrey, you getting a little loud.
Still
3.
3.
Yeah, my initiative is 3. I rolled a 2.
I rolled a dirty 20.
14.
Sorry, what was that, Gish?
14.
And Doc?
12.
All right. Tickles, you're going to be first in the order, I believe. Yep.
I'm trying to figure out if I can even communicate with it.
Well, it might be a little late now.
Yeah, no kidding, huh? So it's coming. It's facing us. We're all spread out. So I guess I'm just gonna rage and hold.
You don't want to attack it?
I don't.
I mean, you can hold your action. That's fine, but remember, you can't move if you hold your action.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, then yes, I guess I'm attacking it. So I'll rage and I'll attack. That's like it's a 8.
To hit?
Yep.
Yeah, no, it's not going to cut it.
Right, do it again.
I thought you had almost that much in bonuses.
What's it say?
Yeah, but I didn't tell you. I wrote a nat. I rolled a 1.
Well, a nat 1 is a 1. It's not an 8.
I rolled a 1.
Okay.
And then this one. On that one, this one's a dirty 26.
Yep, only 26s can only be dirty. That hits.
Okay.
Says you. I
know.
I use a 30-sided die.
Oh, that's how you're doing so well.
That's a 9.
Okay. Cute.
And that's it.
Okie dokie. Gray.
So how big is this thing now that we see it?
It is. It's large.
Okay. Gray is not super happy that we attacked first and asked questions later, but
Hey, what's done is done.
yeah, I guess so. Eldritch Blast it a couple of times. See what happens. That is a 23 and a 27 to hit. So.
Yeah, those both obviously hit.
That'll be 14 on the first one and 13 on the second.
So 27.
Yeah, 27 force damage.
All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's it for now.
Gish.
Oh, I forgot my
what to do.
guy. I totally forgot. That's okay. Go ahead. I forgot about him, but that's fine.
Okay. I'm just going to Mind Sliver, so that's an intelligence save.
All right. Guessing a 1 is not going to do it.
No. So that's 2d6 psychic damage, which will be 5 plus 3, so 8 psychic damage. And the next saving throw he makes before the end of my next turn, he has to subtract a d4.
Saving throw?
Yeah. And that is my turn.
All right. The dragon is up next. And since Tickles is attacking it, it is going to attack you back. It's going to make 3 attacks against you.
Goody.
First one is a bite, which is going to be a 17 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'll still let whatever levels that everyone's gonna get from finishing from finishing a mystery, I'll still make sure
7 piercing damage
That's 4.
and 7 cold damage.
on the 26th.
And then it's going to attack you twice with its claws. So the first claw attack is going to be an 18 to hit.
Hits.
Uh, 10 slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And the second attack is going to be a 22 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
11 slashing damage.
Okay.
And that's
And the cloud of daggers is 10 damage.
for its turn.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Did you do Gish? Did you do Mind Sliver? Is that what you did?
Yes.
Okay.
Doc.
All right, I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians and then walk up to it. So that
Okay.
is a Wisdom saving throw.
2.
It fails, so it takes 13 damage.
All right.
Okay, so whenever I was gonna say
And that'll be my turn.
Massey.
All right. Valin is up next. She is going to use Chill Touch. And that is going to miss. And last in order is Dill. Oh, Gray, you should have had. We forgot to have your other character.
I know, I did. I thought about it after you went on. So I just.
I feel like Tony's mic is doing something tonight. It's like every little piece of paper he moves, it's like right next to the
like
mic.
super sensitive.
It's a
It's like
really
you're-
good microphone.
Yeah. Is it a really good mic? Okay. I feel like you're just massaging it.
Yeah, we got some free ASMR in here.
Okay.
Well,
I will have the if you want to go on and do that, I'll have the Spectre float up to it and use its life drain attack here.
Okay.
And that is an 18 to hit.
Yep.
And that'll be. Oh, that's a terrible roll. 7 necrotic damage, and it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution save minus D4.
Mm-hmm.
That's until your next turn, right? My
Right.
sliver.
Right.
Uh, 18.
Okay, it saves. So, has no effect because it saves.
One of these days, that D4 is going to actually do something.
I mean, it did something. It just didn't change the outcome.
No. Yeah,
Uh,
it's got a. The effect is pretty vicious, so but it's a pretty low save, so they have to roll pretty bad.
Yeah.
To on the spectrum.
And Dild is last in the order.
I'm going to do a Mind Spike. So that's a Wisdom save. See how wise this thing is.
22.
That is wisdom. That is wisdom. So, all right. Half as much damage. All right. Here we go.
And
So
you don't
half
have
of 19. So 9. 9 psychic damage.
And I don't know if you did the D4 or not, but it's only the one time.
Right. Yep.
So, okay.
Thank you.
And I'm telling you guys now, I'm running out of spells. So we're gonna get hosed here.
Okay. As we move back to the top of the order, you hear crashing coming from the doorway you came in from, and a second white dragon.
Because there's 3 of these things.
No, now 2. So there's
But
one.
there were
fighting-
three eggs, right?
No, there were 2
Probably
eggs.
just 2 eggs.
Oh, I
Oh, okay.
But I rolled it into the initiative order, and Tickles, you are still up first.
It's not. It's not. I'm still with the first one, right? It's not near
Yeah,
me.
no, it's not. It's not near you.
Okay. So I'll roll to attack. That's an 18.
That hits.
Okay. So that's a 20.
20 damage.
Yep. So I rolled 11, and then I get hit points plus I'm raging. So
All right.
and the second one is 3. No, that's another 8. No, I'm lying. That's a 10.
That does not cut it.
Yep.
All right, Gray.
Does this first one look even slightly injured?
Oh yeah, it's very, very upset with the damage it's taken.
All right, I'm gonna keep going after it then, I guess. That is a 17 to hit, and I'm guessing 12 misses for sure.
Yeah, 17 hits. So
17 hits.
Oh, excuse me.
15 damage.
all right.
And then the Spectre is going to attack it again. That is a 14 to hit from the Spectre.
Oh, that misses.
That's what I figured. All right, that is my turn.
Okay. Gish.
Okay, I will mind sliver again. So intelligence save.
An 8.
Okay, that's a fail. So that's 2d6. So that'll be 8 psychic damage. And the next saving throw before my next turn, subtract a d4.
Yep.
And I look over at Tickles, and I know he was damaged. Does he look bloody?
No.
Okay, well then that'll end my turn.
As a reminder, I am still bloody.
Well,
I'm right
How did
about
you
just
get-
over half.
You know-
When we fought the last creature that we picked the ring off of, and they got teleported here. I'm the one that took all the damage that last round.
So, if you don't care, could I retro that?
no,
then? 'Cause
it's fine.
I would,
I'm not.
well, I
I'm
would
still.
assume I would remember that.
I'm
but it
still
was
over
last
half
week,
health.
so-
So if
It's,
you want to wait,
It's a bonus action you can do it with, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it doesn't change anything that just happened. We're not off your
Yeah.
turn yet. So if you want to use a bonus action to heal them,
All
that's
right.
fine.
Well, then yeah, I'll throw a healing word at the wizard, and let me double check how I do that here.
that's why I'm out of spell slots and health. And I was like, why are we
okay.
fighting dragons?
Why we
Uh,
fight dragons?
We should be talking or running.
Well, it ain't much, but you got healed for 7.
Thank you, sir.
And a wizard, that's
That
like
will-
half his life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will end my turn.
Okay. So just to it is the dragon's turn, the first dragon's turn next. Just to clarify, Tickles, Doc, and the Spectre are all facing it hand to hand, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So, so
I
you're
moved up
not-
by it within, but I didn't. I haven't attacked it physically. I just got
Right,
within. Yeah, I'm within close range to it. Yes.
Okay. And it is going to use its cold breath, which is a 30-foot cone.
do you want to do the dagger damage first, or
Sure, that's fine.
And then also it takes damage from mine too if it does a wisdom save.
I don't want anything.
do
would
mine-
Tickles then too? Because he should be in the same area, right?
It's
since you walked up.
Spirit Guardian only works against bad guys, right?
Yeah. Spirit Guardians is targeted.
Yep.
You can decide who is affected and who is not.
Well, that's useful.
Yeah. And it lasts for up to 10 minutes.
An 18 wisdom save.
Okay, that passes. So it only takes half of 11.
Hold on a second. Let me see.
Half
Nope,
of
I
11?
can't help. Go ahead.
Half of 11, you said?
Yep.
All right, and the daggers?
That was 10 slashing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so it's going to use its cold breath, 30-foot cone, so it's going to hit the 3 of you that I mentioned. Constitution saving throw, please.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Since I got the bright blue eyes and everything, do I have any immunity to cold or anything?
Yes, I think I told you last time, but let me look up exactly.
I can't remember if it was resistance. I think it was resistance to cold.
Yeah.
I think it's what you told me. I don't know if I wrote that down in my notes.
I can go through my papers again and make John happy.
1 second.
I did not.
I'm sorry, Chris. I don't.
Immunity to cold damage.
Oh, immunity. There you go.
Whoa.
But this thing does not know that, obviously.
So I don't take any damage.
So you're not going to take any damage from this, so you don't need to roll the Constitution saving throw.
The Spectre rolled a 5.
Yeah, it's going to not.
I rolled 15.
A 15 is the saving throw. So you're going to take half
Okay.
of half of 45.
Oh.
And the Spectre is going to take full amount.
Wait. It is. Let's see. It's resistant to cold, so it will take half of that.
All right. So you will take 27. No, that's not right.
45. It was
22.
22.
22.
Ouch.
All right.
It
Doc,
lives.
it is your turn.
Sort of. Barely. It would not have survived 45. All right.
I wouldn't survive 45.
I can't survive.
Yeah. Neither would Gray. Gray would be well, he would, but not very well.
Doc, it's your turn.
Okay, sorry. I am going to hit him with not Searing Spike. Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Dex save.
Of 13.
That fails, so 8 damage.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. Valen is going to try to attack it again. This time she will hit. No, she doesn't do a ton of damage, but hey, every little bit helps, right?
Yep.
Well, at least it can't regain hit points until its next turn if that comes into play. And does 10 damage to it. Dild.
All right. How far away am I from them, give or take?
You backed up to like the back wall, right?
Yeah, but then one came in that way where I was at.
Well, did you back up towards the entrance or towards where the alcoves are?
The alcoves, I guess. Yeah.
So you're about 50 feet from both of them,
50 feet from both.
like in a triangle almost.
Yeah. Just trying to figure out that spell won't work then.
You do have clear line of sight towards the second one, but the first one, obviously, if you're looking to cast something like lightning bolt or something, you'd be attacking through Tickles and Doc.
Right. I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter either way. I'll do a scorching ray. I think at the new guy coming in.
Okay.
That is, I think, a ranged attack by me. I gotta double check. Sorry. I was hoping to do something slightly different. I may use my movement at the end to get in a better spot. So that's a 120-foot range. So the range is easy enough. It's a ranged attack spell for each of the rays, and I'm throwing 3 of them. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay. Well, a 10 probably doesn't hit, but the other 2 will get over 20. The other are 23 and 24.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So then on the ones that hit, 2, 6, where are we at here? One ray takes, it gives 8 damage. Let's see, what kind of damage is it? Sorry, I didn't tell you. Fire damage. And the other one the other ray hits 10. So 18 total fire damage.
Great.
And then I'm going to move. Oh, jeez. I don't even know. Yeah, Jesus. I don't want to get into some bad spot where they're just torturing all of us. I guess I'll move further into those alcoves because the alcoves you said is one area we haven't inspected yet. It's like a northern route, right?
That's where you found the eggs. What you have not explored yet is the northwest corridor.
Okay, so I'm closer to the eggs than the corridor.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd
Maybe
be near me.
I'm over by the northwest corridor.
If I move towards the corridor,
You'll be
crossing
right next to Gray.
Right, and he's next to the dragon.
He is not. He is close-ish to the new dragon, but he is by himself at the moment.
All right, I'll move closer to him so that I'm not going to get right up next to him.
Sure. All right. It is the second dragon's turn, and it is going to attack Gray because you are the closest.
Okay.
It's just going to attack with its bite and its 2 claws.
Out of curiosity, how far away from me is it now that it's
60 feet. That's the opposite side of it.
Okay. It's too far away.
A 15 to hit.
15 misses.
All right, so that was its bite, its claws. Well, if a 15 didn't hit, neither will that. And how about a 16?
Nope, that also misses.
Wow. Lucky.
No.
I did get very lucky. Very, very lucky.
All right. And it is back to the top of the order with Tickles.
No, I'm going to attack that guy again. 19.
19 hits.
Ooh. 21.
Wow. Okay.
Yep, next one. Oh, that's a 20. Dirty 20.
That also hits.
9 plus. That's a 12.
Okay. With that second hit, you cleave it in the neck, and it falls down with a scream of pain and anguish, which causes the second one to scream in anger.
Makes sense.
And Greg, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, I don't particularly want to go toe to toe with the dragon all on my own. I'm not exactly. So let's see. I am going to cast.
Jesus.
Mirror image on myself.
This is your Trevor Belmont.
So there are now
Trevor Belmont.
appear to be 4 of me.
Trevor Belmont is a dragon.
And then with my bonus action, I am going to put Hex, since that's an action, so I can't now attack it, but I'm going to use my bonus action to put my Hexblade's Curse on it.
Okay.
And I guess that will be my turn.
All right, Gish.
Okay. Let's see here. Obviously, the cloud of daggers disappears.
I mean, you can leave it on its head. It's just not going to affect the new one. If you want to do something else with concentration, though.
Yeah, it'll disappear. And this may not be a good idea, but I'm going to vicious mockery it, and I will do my insult in Elvish, and it's really good. It's a real zinger. You just trust me. And,
Well, it does not understand Elvish, so I'm glad the spell still works regardless.
yeah. So that's it's a wisdom save, so it may not work anyway.
13.
That is a fail. Woo! So that is 2d4 psychic damage, which will be max 8 psychic damage, and he has disadvantage on the next attack roll he makes before the end of its next turn.
There.
Okay.
And before I end my turn, does anyone look bloody on our group? I look at everyone. Is anyone bloody?
I'm not quite bloody, but I can also heal myself too if I need.
Yeah,
Well, can you give me a little bit? Because that way, if I'm going to go run up to the next guy, I'm going to be right up in front of it.
All right, I'll be nice and healing word the barbarian. So you will take 9 points of healing,
Thank you.
and that'll end my turn.
And I forgot the Spectre again. So
Okay.
It has a fly speed of 50 feet. So can it get to the new dragon? From where it was?
Yeah.
Okay, so then it's going to fly over next to me and attack it with a 22 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
And that's going to be 9 necrotic damage, and it must be a Constitution save.
Uh, 16.
It's saved.
All right. So I guess it'd be Doc's turn.
I made a mistake. Tickles, you heal by 2 less.
Oh, it's okay.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. I'm just taking everything I can.
Okay. Can I get within 15 feet of it?
What's your speed?
25.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll move up to 15 feet from it, which will let the spirit guardians attempt to hit it. So that'll be a wisdom save.
$16.
That passes. So it takes half of 13. So 6. And then needs to make a con save. Right, no, sorry, not con. Dex. Dex save.
For
Sacred Flame.
okay. Dex save. 17.
That passes, so it doesn't take any damage from that. because it's a cantrip.
Okay.
So that'll be my turn.
Valen is going to attack it, and that will hit. Does 8 damage,
Okay, so
and it can't heal. Dild.
I'm gonna throw a firebolt. Let's see if I can hit this sucker. 19.
Yep.
Now did it. 1, 2. And that is a measly 8 fire damage. Sorry about that.
Okay.
And that's my action.
All right. It's the second dragon's turn, and it is going to use its cold breath on Gray and your Spectre.
Okay.
So we need a con save.
That's gonna be a, where's my constitution? +2. That's gonna be a 14.
That will not pass. Did you roll for both of you?
Oh, I did not roll for the Spectre. Oh, sure, it rolls a freaking 19.
Well, it saves. Not that it'd probably do any good. It is 53 damage.
53 damage. Ooh. How does that affect my mirror image? I guess
That's a great question. What does mirror image do exactly?
Okay, 3 illusionary duplicates of yourself. Space, the spell ends. Remember shifting. You can use your action to dismiss duplicate. Each time a creature targets you with an attack during its spell's duration, roll a d20 to determine whether the attack targets one of your duplicates instead. So this isn't a direct attack.
It's an area of effect.
Yeah. So does it mean, so do they just stay up then, or do?
I mean, unless you are now unconscious, I would say it does not affect it because they all probably react in the same way since you're a mirror image.
I am not unconscious, but I am not looking good. I went from full health to holding on.
Alrighty, Tickles.
I'm going to run up to the new one.
Yep.
Ooh, natural 20.
Natural 20 hits, and we'll do double damage.
Ooh, lovely. Okay. 9 plus. So I rolled a 12, so that's what, 24?
So it is double the dice plus your modifier once. So if you roll like
so
2d6, you roll 4d6, and then add your
9, so
modifier.
that'd be 15.
So what did you roll on your dice?
A 3. So that'd be 6. And then I got +7 +2 because I'm raging. That's 9.
You only roll one dice?
1d12.
Oh, okay. You rolled a 3 on the d12. Okay.
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 So 15, you said?
Yep.
All right. Next attack. That was your first attack, right?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, here we go. That's a 10.
That's not going to do it.
That's all right.
Gray,
All right.
I assume your Spectre's dead.
Oh, yeah. The Spectre's gone. Yeah. And so I'm going to attack it with my pack weapon, since it's right up next to me now. And that is a 18 and a 21 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. First one will be 15 and then 12 magical slashing damage with that.
So 27.
Oh no, 18 and 15 because of the Hexblade's curse that I put on it. Sorry, because that gives me a +3.
So 33.
So 33. And then I'm going to use, for my bonus action, I am going to use one of my rabbit hops to basically... Was that last one a dex save?
It's a constitution.
No, it's con. Okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to use bonus action. I'm going to rabbit hop. It allows me to jump 15 feet away without provoking an opportunity attack. And then I'm going to back further away from it so that I'm like equal distance from it, like back toward, I don't know, in a direction that the rest of the group is not, basically.
Sure, gotcha.
So that we're not like clumping.
Yeah. Okay. Gish.
So did Gray, the real Gray, get hit with that 50 something or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to cast Healing Word at 3rd level, and that means you're going to heal for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, or 15.
I will take that.
There you go.
And then I think since that dragon came in the opposite direction, that means I'm the farthest one back, right?
Were you where?
I was still up top where as soon as we heard it, I didn't move.
Yeah. So, I mean,
He was over toward where Dill.
yeah, I mean, Dild is probably equally far away, but you're both not close to it.
Okay. Well, let me see. I have does the dragon look bloody or just angry?
He's definitely bloody.
Oh, he's definitely bloody. Well, in that case, I will. I'll do Cloud of Daggers on him then.
Can you do that as a bonus action?
No, my Healing Word was a bonus action.
Oh.
So this will be when it starts, and when it first happens is when it gets hit. So I got to roll for the slashing damage here. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 slashing damage. And I put it on its neck.
Okay.
5-foot cube, if you need a reminder.
Dot.
And
that's it, right?
yeah, that's it. And then my turn.
I will try and hit it with the Sacred Flame again, so that'll be a dex save.
I'm gonna try to get this gem next to me done.
That's gonna fail.
Okay. So that'll be 8 damage. And then I will bonus action Healing Word myself.
Your interest.
Heal for 8. And that'll be my turn.
All right. Lynn is going to attack it. And she's going to miss. Dild.
Alright.
I will throw another firebolt. But it's not going to hit with a 12.
12 will not hit. That is correct.
There you go. All right, so there you go.
All right. Tickle, since you're the only one that it is engaged in combat with right now, it's going to attack you
Okay.
first with a bite.
Okay. And since it started its turn, it needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, yeah. And it takes Cloud of Daggers, right?
Yep.
Wisdom save is going to be 15.
That just passes. So it takes half a 13.
And for the daggers, it takes 13.
Wow. Okay. It is hanging on by a thread. Its first attack missed. I'll keep that roll.
Thank you.
2 claw attacks. 16.
Hit.
No, it doesn't. I'm going to reduce it with my reaction by 4.
Oh, miss.
12. All right. And last attack. That is going to be a 17.
Hit.
.12 slashing damage. So if you're still raging, that's 6.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be
Cool.
your turn.
You're up, Tickles.
I'll take a drink later. That's a 12, so that misses.
Yep.
Oh, and that's a dirty 20 on that one.
Yep, that'll hit. And with your bonuses, you're gonna kill it. So tell me how you dispatch this second dragon.
I want to just cleaver its head off. I got a nice. Can I just
Like nice baseball swing.
Yeah, nice swing.
All right, you chop it, it just goes spinning up in the air
That's
and lands by your feet. And you are out of combat.
Yay!
And just
I think we need a rest.
and because I had a Hexblade's curse on it, I heal for 11 when it dies.
Okay.
So now I am no longer bloody.
Good.
Barely.
I'm still gonna. Well, does anything happen like right now?
No, you're out of combat. You may choose what you'd like to do next.
Okay, I'm going to spend 10 minutes then on Prayer of Healing, so that'll heal all of us.
And while he does that spell, I'm going to look to the other guys and go, so how did we get here? Did we just like, we're not here?
We already went through that last time.
I
did?
Yeah,
I have
we
no
did,
clue.
'cause we were outside. We chose to come in here after we got transported here.
I think he meant to say, like, how did we get transported here? Like, why?
Yeah.
He's talking about the overall, like, how did we get here and how do we get back?
Oh, well, that's what I mean. We talked about that because I touched the ring and then we got transported there. And it's like, y'all were like,
Are you
Well, I mean-
still wearing the ring?
no,
the
it
ring
disappeared. As soon as I took it off the guy's finger, it dissolved and we got transported.
So there's no way that we know to get back. Great.
No,
Okay, everybody heals for 17. Before I
Oh,
forget
sweetness.
what the number was.
that's good.
I will not to give you any hints or direction, but you haven't finished exploring the cave yet.
No.
Yeah.
Nor did you try to see where the path came from outside. You just decided to march into the cave.
Well, I thought we looked because there was another path like down below or something.
Yeah.
Like when we were looking around, like down the.
Didn't I, like stealth down or something?
Well, we didn't drop down. It was like 200 feet down or something. It was like there was another.
Yeah,
we could
because
get down, but we couldn't get up.
And I asked Lynn if she recognized anything, any landmarks or any of it, and she said no.
Well, I want to. Since we're in the cave, I want to go searching for gold.
Yeah, I was going to
We're not in the cave yet. I'll be right back. You guys figure out what you want to do next. Great.
You appeared on you appeared on an elevated causeway covered with snow, as it winds towards the mouth of a cave. Tracks in the snow indicate there at least that humanoids have come since the last blizzard. On either side of the causeway is a steep slope that plunges 20 feet into the snowy ravine. You never looked backwards.
So the causeway, we just kept going that way and could have gone back down, you're saying?
Yeah, I'm not saying that will lead you anywhere, but
No, but it's good to know.
Yeah.
Options
make
are
sure
good to know.
we're all in
So-
the same.
We're not in a cave right now.
You are in a cave right now.
We are. JP
We
was
might
right.
as well finish
Oh, okay.
exploring the cave since we're here. And I think that's what Tickles wanted to do anyway. So
That's what Tickles would always want to do.
yeah, well then let's go ahead and finish the cave. Then might as well. There's a back door here. Let's see.
So there are 2 exits that you've not explored yet. The exit to the south, which is where the dragon came from, or the passage to the northwest, which you know nothing about.
I say we go where the dragon came from.
Yep.
Works for me. So I didn't hear any nays. I guess we're going down where the dragons came from.
Okay. You enter this room. It's this 8-foot high cave is unfurnished and unlit. A hole in the southwest corner is the mouth of an open chute that reeks of blood and filth.
This must be where they put their snacks.
Reminds me of home.
Is there anything to search? Anything, piles of stuff, clothing?
There is a pile of some stuff against the east wall, which is the opposite side of this chute that you can see.
Can I make my way around that chute?
Yeah, the chute is just down in the corner. Like, it's not. You can walk around the room all you want. You would have to choose to enter the chute. It's like in the wall.
Right.
It just.
Can I
It's
search?
like a slide, like a play slide.
Can I search the stuff?
Yep.
You know, I had a dream where Tickles went down a hole and was covered in poop, so I'm not really nice on that chute there. I'm going to stay away.
You want to go down the poop chute?
Right now, I just want to search the pile.
Okay. You find 96 silver pieces, 331 copper pieces, a stitched leather wallet containing a complete set of thieves' tools,
Nice.
And finally,
a cracked spyglass, and a spell scroll.
Spell scroll.
So where did we find this stuff?
In the dragon's lair. To the
Oh,
south.
which was what, the next room over?
Yeah.
Yeah, where the one dragon came out.
Path to the south.
Which one of you guys use? Is it Dill that uses scrolls?
Sure,
Yeah.
I'll take it.
A spell scroll is anyone can use them. They're just a one-time use.
and anyone can use the
Can I?
tool, but
If I look at it, do I know what it is?
Yes, it is for the spell knock.
Knock.
oh, I know what that spell is. I have it.
It basically opens any locked door or treasure chest.
Ooh.
But not if it's magical.
Right. I mean, I can read you the exact description.
So he said thieves' tools. Does anybody have proficiency with thieves' tools? They just didn't have them?
I do not.
Well, I could definitely use them, but so could you.
Well, I was just gonna say, if nobody had proficiency, then I would just, whoever had the best sleight of hand would take them.
Yeah. So who's the best sleight of hand?
That's probably me then.
I'm a +3.
I'm a +7.
That would be you then.
All right. So I give it to you.
Okay.
Okay, knock. Choose an object you can see within range. The object can be a door, a box, a chest, a set of manacles, a padlock, or another object that contains a mundane or magical means that prevent access. A target that is held shut by a mundane lock or that is stuck or barred becomes unlocked, unstuck, or unbarred. If the object has multiple locks, only one of them is unlocked. If you choose a target that is held shut by an arcane lock, the spell is suppressed for 10 minutes. And then at which time the target can be opened and shut normally. When you cast a spell, a large knock audible for as far as 300 feet away emanates from the target or object. So it is not a stealthy spell, and anything that's magical will unlock for 10 minutes.
Basically, when I was looking at it, what I figured was it's not a good spell to use in one of your slots, but to have it on a scroll, like that
Pretty
could
handy.
be useful. So
All right.
Okay.
So I'll give away the tools to Gish because he can use it right the best.
make it.
I keep the scroll because I'm the one that's always in trouble, anyways. And I split the. I'll just split the food, the silver and the gold
Just,
now.
just call it 100. So you each get 20 gold.
All right.
20 gold?
I mean, sorry, each get 20 silver.
20 silver. Okay.
And about 66. Was it 66? 60.
Well, I'm rounding up the copper to add 4 more silver, so just to make it easier. So everyone gets 20 silver, no copper.
20 silver it is. Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Now I lean over the slide and yell, "Is anybody down there?"
Are you sure you want to do that?
I don't want to fall in. I just want to yell, "Hey, everybody down there!"
Did you look down there yet?
It's a slide. I don't know.
Are you trying to
Oh.
wake up any creature that might be down there?
Could be. You never know. There
Sorry,
could be somebody down there.
I missed the description of this room. So
It's a giant poop shit. basically.
You hear your voice echo down it, and you can see that it's about 25 feet long, roughly hewn and steeply angled.
And now roll for methane poisoning.
Don't light a match.
okay.
So does anybody answer back?
No.
Okay.
Well, doesn't seem to be anything else in here. There was one more place in this place we didn't look.
Well, we didn't. Well, there might be more than one place. There was another door that we didn't go through in
Right.
the first room. So
Yeah.
So
Let's
this
go through that.
right. So this room has no other exits except the one we came into.
It's basically just a big room where they sit and eat, basically.
Gotcha.
Well, I was asking, but I don't think that's right.
This was clearly where the dragon stayed. There, where you found all the treasure, was their little kind of treasure bounty. You could see like scratch marks from their claws and stuff in the snow. Like this was their lair, for lack of a better term.
okay. Then I guess back the other way. If you guys investigated everything,
Yep. We're
Yeah.
North, Miss Tesbaka. North.
all
You're
right,
gonna
so
go
back
go up the other path.
go the northwest or northeast door or
Yep,
whatever it was.
northwest. Okay. About 20 feet down this passageway, it turns into a crossroads. So there is a path to your left, a path straight forward, and a path to your right.
What we're thinking? Left,
righty
right,
tighty.
left, right, or straight?
I don't know that it matters. It's all
All right.
you.
Well, I can see 120 feet dark vision. What do I see down each of the paths?
You can't really see anything because they're all pretty windy.
Okay.
So, within 20, 30 feet of each path, the walls obscure the view all the way down.
To the right?
I'll flip a silver piece.
Well, there's three
imagine
directions. How does flipping a coin work on three directions?
It says right.
There it is. I love it. I love that your money talks to you.
Well, don't yours? Let's talk about that.
All right. So we start down the right path.
Okay. This path winds for about 50, 60 feet, and then it opens into a larger room. The ice in this cave is stained pink and red with the blood of numerous kills. In the center of the room, beside a stone tray of butcher's tools, is the flayed husk of an owlbear's skeleton that has been skinned, gutted, and stripped of meat. Along one wall, metal hooks pierce the ice. A large man in blood-drenched hide armor hangs carcasses from these hooks to bleed out. His face and limbs are blackened by frostbite, and he seems to be absent a nose. But you've not really entered the room yet, so he has not seen you.
There's a dude living in the dragon lair, like carving people
Well,
up.
he had the eggs probably.
Or are there dragons living in the dude's lair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Maybe
Is-
he
is-
just
is
raised
this
them.
Is this the owl bear that we forgot about? Like
No, we've been,
That would be funny. I hope
and it's not our owlbear.
You have no way to know. You've never seen its skeleton before.
You got to feed the owl bear. Otherwise,
I've been feeding the owlbear. I've been tracking like my coins to feed the owlbear.
Well, I would like. I think what I'd like to do is stealth in just enough to see more of him and exactly what
How
he's
big is
doing.
this room?
This room is 45 feet high and 30 feet wide.
And he did not. Okay.
And you are coming in from the southwest corner.
All right, so I want to stealth in as much as I can to see him completely, and see what he's doing exactly, his movements. Does he seem like he's going to immediately attack or what? I'm just trying to get a better view of the guy.
Okay. Make a stealth
Alright.
roll.
24.
I mean, yeah. Sure, you sneak in just far enough where you get to see a couple things. There is another path to the northwest. So basically, if you go into the room and curve around, will lead you to another exit to this room, it appears. And you get close enough to this guy, or at a better angle at the very least, to see that he is very reminiscent of the guys you fought out in the snow that had the ring that led you here.
Mm.
So
Cool.
you can glean that it is probably aggressive because of how aggressive the other guys were.
Then I would like to sneak back to the guys, and I'll relay all of that information. Do I need to do another roll?
No, your roll is good enough that I'll let you
Okay.
sneak in and out.
So anyway, I tell you guys that. So what do you think?
Do you want to go up that path? I mean, just one guy.
Well, there's two more things we haven't looked at yet. There were 3 directions, and I used my die to look at, one. It told me.
We could go back and look at the other 2 directions if you'd rather.
Yeah, before we start a fight, I think so. What about you guys?
I've got like no spell slots left, so I'm
Oh
kind
yeah,
of
that's right.
worthless
You
at
need
this
to rest
point.
anyways, right?
I have 2.
Right.
All right, let's go the other one.
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to hoof it back to the crossroads.
Yeah.
Apparently.
And
To not confuse you, I'll still use the directions from where you came from initially.
Okay.
So there's a path to your left that you're not explored, and a path that would be straight from.
I would like to make the suggestion, since we don't know if they have other dudes in them, perhaps we should stealthily go to the one that would be the middle one, and then after we figure that one out, go to the other one, just in case.
I mean, it makes just as much sense as
Sounds
anything
good.
else. Let's go. Yeah.
Sure.
So you're going to go for the one that would have been
Straight.
straight initially.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You walk about 20 feet down this, and it curves around a corner. You reach a small, rather unsafe-looking bridge across a large crevice in the earth that is, for those of you who have touched it and recognize it, the crevasse is lined with chardeling.
Oh, yeah, let's not do that one.
Yeah, I don't like this
Okay,
route.
how far is the rickety bridge? Can I with 60
It's only
for
about
100
10 feet, and you can see a little bit into the next room.
Well, if I can see a little, can Gray see more?
The wooden plank that covers the fissure is also frost covered. Yeah, I guess if Gray is up close enough to look through the door, you can see that you see a couple of like bedrolls in the next chamber.
Ooh.
But it goes far to the left and right, and so you can't see the whole room.
Okay. Let's go back and check the left path.
Yep. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
You go back and scoot down this little path, and you enter an opening. Hundreds of icicles cling to the 12-foot high ceiling of this frost-rimmed chamber, which is bathed in flickering blue light. The light source is a blue flame crackling in a stone braziers that stands against the far wall. The white smoke that rises above it coalesces every few seconds into the form of a woman, but the image is fleeting.
One more time on that last part.
Sure. It's a blue flame against the far wall. The white smoke that rises above it coalesces every few seconds into the form of a woman, but the image is fleeting. So blue flame, smoke coming out of it. That every once in a while you can just glimpse the shape of a woman.
Is there anything I can roll to see if the woman looks familiar? If I watch it,
sure you can do a history check.
Does she have like a Mandalorian helmet on and she's just making parts?
The Frostmaiden, probably, maybe, possibly.
19 for history.
It is no one that you have ever seen.
Awesome. Do we need to go down that path where the dude is, or do we want to try going backwards and see if there's a way out that way?
I mean, we could leave, but I guess it just depends on how much we want to explore this place. So is there another exit to this room where the flame is, or is it just...
No, this is a dead-end room. It is just a room that houses this blue flame.
So it's not like an armory or anything like that we can see?
No. And I mean, the room is illuminated from this flame. I mean, it's very blue, but there's nothing on any of the other walls or the floor or anything. It's just this flame on the...
So our only options are to go out the entrance or down the pathway behind the butcher.
Or we could try to cross the bridge thing if we wanted.
Yeah.
But,
so 3 options. Shall we flip a coin again?
I'll go with what do you guys want to
do? Before we leave the room with the blue flame, Bill, can you still do detect magic, or are you out of... Like, is that going to put you down to nothing? Is that a cantrip for you, or is that a spell? I forget.
I think you can do it ritually.
It's not a spell. It is a ritual. Yeah, I can do it ritually. I mean, it is a spell. Sorry, but it's a first level spell slot, or it's ritual.
Okay. I know you're getting low, so I was just curious.
Well, so that means he can take 10 minutes and do a ritual without using the slot if we really wanted him or needed him to.
And I have that spell readied, so I could use it.
It's one of
I don't know. I just didn't know if we wanted to try to investigate this blue flame a little bit before we just left. But
I mean, I won't give you too much information, but even without casting the spell, you know that this is not a naturally occurring flame.
I mean, yeah, that's why. Can I just do a perception check in that room?
I don't usually do that.
Is it basically an altar to this flame? Is it is the flame... I don't know. I'm just trying to get a feel for what this room is potentially used for. And that is a 6.
I'm happy to investigate it. Well, I just rolled a 20, so whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Deal with that.
So what you notice about this room is that it's very clean, and what I mean by that is you don't even really see any footprints in the ice or the snow. It looks like it is left to its own devices, but it is also clearly maintained somehow.
Okay.
You gather there is some importance to this flame, to whoever put it here or utilizes it.
Gotcha. All right, so we're just gonna go kill this guy. Is that what we're doing?
I mean, you're not wrong. Should we attack the flame?
Or we could go back to where we first appeared here and go check further back down the path from there. That's the other place we haven't checked yet.
Yeah, because if that turns out to be a dead end, we can just always go back to the...
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do what? Which one are we doing?
Let's go back.
Going out the entrance to where we first appeared.
Oh, so we're just going to leave. Okay.
Well, I'm all for let's go lob some heads, but I mean,
Okay, I'm just asking the question.
Where are
I
you?
know.
Where's Gray at? What does Gray want?
Gray is along for the ride at this point. He fucked this up by touching something magical, so he doesn't. He's gonna keep his mouth shut.
Then get involved with helping to solve the problem.
What about Doc? You've been sort of silent.
Sorry, I'm fine with any of the options. I mean, to me, I think we're going to have to pretty much clear this whole place, is my opinion.
yeah,
So,
I think so too.
All right, so we got 2 killers and 2 searchers. Where's Gray? Got to be the decision maker.
You can flip a coin.
Let's go kill this guy.
All right,
Yeah,
there we go. We're going up.
So when we get to the entrance of that room, before we all just go in there, I'm like, out of curiosity, let's see if we can just, ask him to leave or just move and see what happens. So
I think he's butchering corpses for his pet dragons that we just murdered. So I don't think that's gonna work.
That's
And he's
just
got to
what it
touch the
seems
Chardalyn.
like. We'll know for sure.
Yeah, and he's clearly probably touched Chardalyn, so he's probably crazy.
Well, we'll find out. So I want to walk in and just go, "How you doing?" Let's see what happens.
Wow.
He turns around and picks up a Chardalyn flail, and I need you to roll initiative.
There we go.
I figure.
22.
6.
Dirty 20.
18.
Hold on. Dild.
6.
36.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Tickles.
18.
Doc.
Dirty 20. And Gish will be higher than mine, I'm sure.
My what?
Your decks.
Yeah, probably 18.
Yep.
All right. So order is going to be Gray up first.
So Giz walked to the front, so he's the one that's going to be closest to this guy. So I'm just going to stay back in the doorway where I can see this guy. Maybe like edge into the room, but be sure that Giz is closer than I am. And just so we're not like all in a group, so edge kind of just around the side wall a little ways. And then Eldritch Blast this dude. That is a 23 and a 16 to hit.
Those both hit.
That'll be. Ooh, those aren't very good rolls. 15 total damage.
Okay.
And let's see. Yeah, that's it. Because my specter is gone.
Alrighty. Gish Tazan.
Well, Tazan, if it's Tuesday.
It's not. Well, I said it that way.
It's not. It's never.
Since I'm right next to the guy, I'm just gonna go martial and take out my rapier and try and cut him up. So that's I rolled 2 plus 7, so I don't think a 9's going to work.
Sure not.
All right, and that'll end my turn.
Okie dokie, Doc.
You to the right.
All right. I will Sacred Flame him, I guess. So it'll be a deck save.
Okie dokie. 7.
He fails, so that'll be 10 damage. And that'll be my
Walking me from the exit.
Pickles.
That's what I did.
I'm gonna rage, and I'm gonna attack.
Great Legend in the chat. What's going on, sir?
Yeah, great legend.
That's an 11.
11 to hit.
Oh, it hit? Sweet.
No, I said you rolled an 11 to hit.
Yes.
That misses.
Okay. And then my next one is. Well, that's an 18.
18 hits.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm legitimately
13.
All right. Valin is up next.
Yeah, he's standing there.
He's going to blast it.
Should you change sexes?
For 15 damage. It's the Berserker's turn now. It's going to attack. Well, it's going to try to attack. Let me see this. Okay. It's going to attack 3 times with its flail on Gish. First attack is going to be a 19 to hit.
I'm going to reaction and lower that by 4.
So that's a 15 to hit.
Dang it, that hits. That's my armor class, 15.
Isn't it just a D4? Why did you like? Did you
It's a
forget
D8.
that? Oh, it's a D8. Okay.
That's 6 bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell him I say I hope he subs his toes?
That is going to be a 12 to hit, which I'm guessing does
Yep.
not hit. And 10 to hit, which will also not hit. Dild.
I will throw a firebolt at this guy,
Nice.
and that's a 19.
Yes, sir.
And that'll do 12 points of fire damage.
Woo!
All right.
Something at least. At least I hit him.
It's better than my damage, which was 0.
Top of the order with Gray.
Let's see. That is a 17 and a nat 1, so the second Eldritch Blast will miss. But I rolled much better on my damage dice, so I still did 15 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, especially in case you get
Gish.
Rapier. That is 18.
That hits.
So that's, oh wow, max damage 8, 9, 10, 12 piercing.
Okay. So when you hit him with this blow, you stab him straight through the stomach, and he kind of stumbles as if he's going to fall down, but then he looks back up with you with a crazed grin on his face and just pulls the sword out of his stomach.
Well, that just sucks.
Wait. So he disarmed me?
No, he like you stick him through the stomach.
Oh, he smiles and like backs up, just
Yeah.
gets it out of him. Okay,
Right.
I got you.
that was the first one I actually faced.
Well, that's not normal.
Doc.
Okay. Well, I guess I will step up to him and then try to smack him in the head with my warhammer,
I'll have pretty soon.
and probably miss with the 12.
It does miss, yes.
Okay. Then that'll be my turn.
All right, Tickles.
I'm going to take a slash at him. That's a 16.
16 hits.
Awesome. 9 plus. That's 17.
Okay. When you hit him with this slash, you hit him square in the jaw, and it slices into his face. And once again, he kind of stumbles and then looks up at you with his face all mangled, and smiles once again, and the wound disappears.
Ooh.
So us stabbing him and cutting him isn't doing anything.
It is, but he's healing with it.
Right.
Well, hey, was that your second or first?
That was my first.
We'll see. Go ahead with your second, then see what happens.
Okay.
You always want to double check things like that.
That's 18.
That hits.
That's a 20.
20 damage.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you hit him square in the chest with this shot, and he starts to fall down again and starts chuckling to himself and looks up at you, and you just feel his wound like heal around your axe and push it back out of his chest.
Okay, so I assume I'm seeing this since I'm right there, and I notice that as well.
Sure, yeah.
Okay,
So Cunningham is not doing anything.
apparently not.
All right, is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm done. I want to get 2 shots on him.
Valin is going to try to blast him, and she will hit. And she does 15 damage, and she hits him with this spell that just, you see his shoulder just like rot from it, and then it reforms. And it is the enemy's turn, and it's going to keep trying to attack Gish.
Oh joy!
Does he need to stand up from all the times we've knocked him down?
No, he never actually fell down. He kind of just keeps like
Rocking on
like a boxer getting kind of hit and his legs go wobbly for a second. But
I've only ever seen one fight. It was just the one the other night, so I don't really know how that works.
well.
'Cause I was still not boxing.
terribly boring. Terribly boring.
Terrible.
Sorry, I had to make a joke.
Okay. First hit's going to be 17 to hit.
That hits.
8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Second attack is going to be a 8 to hit, which I'm sure will not hit.
Definitely not.
And the third hit is a 14 to hit.
That just misses.
Okay.
Nice.
Dill.
I will throw another firebolt at this son of a gun. And
Again, he's not wanting to die.
Does a 16 hit?
16 hits.
No, they keep.
Sorry, that's a meager 9 damage of fire damage.
Okay. You hit him square in the face, and you see the flesh just rend from his skull and then form back around his face. And we're back to the top of the order with Gray.
Okay, so he can't be killed. This is great. I'll Eldritch Blast him and see what happens. 19 and 17.
Hit.
14 and a 20, 22 damage between them.
Okay. Yeah, you blast him good, and once again, his wounds heal up, and he still stands.
You do anything else?
No.
Gish.
I would like to attempt to grapple him.
Sure. So I'll do a strength contest.
All right.
Roll a 17.
Rolled a natural 1.
Oof. Yeah, you go to grapple him, and you actually slip on the ice, and you fall prone. You haven't used your movement yet, so you can use that to stand up. But
Well, let me ask you this: if I were to stand up from prone, would I be in engagement with him again, or have I lost engagement by
I
going
mean,
prone?
you're not, you wouldn't be engaged in combat with him, but you are still right next to him. So he would, if you try to flee from him, you'll get an opportunity attack
Right, not the gen.
because you're within range.
Unless I do the disengage action, right?
Right, but you just use your action to.
Correct.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying I can't do anything this turn.
Right.
Well, I'm going to remain prone then for.
He has
Okay.
advantage on attacks against you if you're prone.
Yeah, but there's Doc and Tickles right by him, attacking him. So
Okay.
he would not be very smart to attack me. But then
Attack
again,
the guy that's on the ground that's easier to hit.
Yeah.
turn you back to 2
I mean,
We'll see what happens. I said what I said.
okay.
All right, Doc.
I'm going to try to disarm him.
Okay.
So that, from the way I would read it, it's essentially a strength or dex, athletics or acrobatics check against contested against them.
Okay. Alrighty.
Okay.
Well, I rolled a
So
13.
he probably wins because I got a 9.
13.
Yep. That was my action. That'll be it. My turn.
All right. Tickles.
Okay. I have a breath weapon I never use. Can I use it?
Once a day.
Okay. I'm close to him, right? So it's a 15-foot cone.
Mm-hmm.
So if I use on him, am I going to hit Doc or yes?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm prone. You ain't gonna hit me.
Okay. Click on it. So there we go. Oh, cool. So,
I
17.
completely forgot what kind of dragon you are. What breath weapon is it?
I believe he's not a dragon. He gained this ability when he got frozen in the ice.
I thought
No,
it was.
No,
I have a breath weapon.
Dragonborn.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Cone of Cold.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah.
what kind of weapon you got?
It's gonna be. It's probably gonna be useless poison, but
Hey,
Is it an attack roll or is it a save?
It says it's as an action once per rest. Exhale in a 15-foot cone. Con DC 13, half damage on
So
success.
it's a save.
So it's a con save.
Yeah. So for 2 poison damage,
I failed.
but then if you're 6th level, it's 2 D6. If you're 6th level, it's 3D6.
so
So
you
we're
can roll
So
D6.
So 3d6. I failed.
Okay. So here we go. 13.
Yeah. Okay. Pardon me. You breathe your stinky ass poison breath on his face, and he looks quite ill for a moment, and then regains a, I don't want to say ruddy glow because he is quite frostbitten, but he goes back to how he normally looks.
Okay.
Okay, so I have another action, right?
No.
Then that's it.
If you take the attack action, you get to attack twice. If you use an ability, you get to attack once.
Okay.
Is that a bonus action or is that an action?
An action.
It's just an action.
Okay, yeah. Well, damaging him is clearly not doing anything, so it's got to be he's either wearing something or got something that's rejuvenating him.
Can you describe this guy
Can
again?
I was gonna say, can I try just to get a perception on him? And because I'm thinking that flame we saw down below might need to get snuffed.
Okay. What are you trying to glean from
Trying
this?
to perceive if there's anything visually about him that reminds me of that flame. Are his eyes alight with the same color flame? What is it? Is there something here? Just trying to perceive anything physically about him that might give away what it is that's keeping him going. So I'm rolling. Sorry.
Yeah, that would help.
Let's see. Perception 19.
Okay. With a 19, you can't notice anything directly that would correlate to one thing or another.
Okay.
But you've seen him heal enough times that you have started to notice that there is some sort of magical, not a sparkle, but like some sort of magical energy when he heals. It's not just his flesh regrowing; it is by some magical means.
Sure. I mean, that much I could have gotten, I guess, but I don't. I don't see anything on him or in the room that might be generating this magic for him.
There's nothing in the room that you would have noticed, like activating or feeding him any sort of magical energy. No. And he's just wearing hide armor and a bloody.
So there's nothing like he's not wearing like a medallion or a ring or anything like that.
No, nothing like that.
So it's probably that weapon then.
It's either the weapon or the flame.
Which weapon? The one he's holding?
Yeah.
It's Charlatan mace, I think it was.
Flail.
Yeah, I mean, since you were perceiving the whole situation, the Charlatan flail looks identical to the one that the people out on the tundra had. So there's nothing that seems.
Yeah, because it didn't keep them alive out there.
Right.
So whose turn are we at?
We're at.
Still Dill's turn. He was doing a perception check.
I don't know that it was my turn, actually. I might have skipped that.
I
Thought it was your turn.
think it was.
Nice. I just knew. I perceived it.
Because I just attacked. Oh no, I didn't. Volin. No, wait. Who just?
Tickles attacked him
Tickles
with the acid breath.
I just tapped.
So it's Volin's turn.
Yeah.
She's going to hold her action because she is perplexed as to what is causing this, and she's going to kind of just think about things for a moment. So it is the enemy's turn now, and he sees Tickles as the biggest threat right now because he is attacking him. So he will attack you back.
Okay.
That's going to be a 22 to hit.
Miss.
Yeah, right.
Worthy try.
8 bludgeoning damage.
All right. It's 4.
Second attack. Dirty 20.
Mm-hmm.
6. And a nat 20. Oof. Oh, 3. Plus 3, 6. So
Okay.
rolled a 1 and a 2. Now it is Dill's turn.
Am I the furthest one to the back from where they are?
Maybe not the furthest, but you're back towards the entrance of the room, I assume, along with Volin.
Yeah, I was against the wall, but I moved away from the entrance slightly. So
Can I try to proceed? Can I scan the room with my eyes just to see if there's anything here that I didn't notice? I guess that seems stupid because we've already kind of looked over the room a couple of times.
Yeah, I mean, I'll no matter how well you roll, you're not going to notice anything different than with that.
Right. Then I will use my movement, and I'm gonna try rushing back to that flame. I guess my only thing I can think of. So I'm gonna head back out towards the flame. So 25. I'll dash. So 50 feet.
Yeah, 50 feet.
However
So
far
you
that
get
takes me.
back to the crossroads.
Okay. All right.
During your turn. All right, back to the top of the order with Gray.
All right, realizing this is not working and not wanting this guy to keep like wailing on us while we're failing and seeing what Dill did, I'm going to cast Hold Person on him.
Okay.
And he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
That is an 11.
That is a fail. So choose a humanoid you can see within range. You must succeed or be paralyzed for the duration. And I'm going to... so I got him paralyzed for the moment. And he can make a save again at the end of his turn.
Okay.
But this lasts a minute. So, like,
10
I'm
rounds.
going to tell, like, a couple of you go, like, so at least one person stay with me, but a couple of you go see if you can help Dill figure out what's going on with the flame or deal with it. So, that's what I'm going to say.
Okay. Gish, you are on the ground in front of this held person.
I'm going to get up now, and I see that he's held. I'm going to take the rope from my backpack, and I would like to tie him up.
Okay. Make a knots check. I don't know. What would that be?
That would be sleight of hand, if anything, wouldn't it?
Sure.
Sounds like a survival skill to me.
Well, I mean, knots are intricate things. So. 18.
Okay. You tie him.
Animal handling.
Yeah. Now, when I say tie him, I'm like arms, legs. I use all.
Yeah, within 18, I'll decide how well you tie him.
Well, I'm telling you what I'm attempting, and then you can tell me how good.
Yes, I understand. You're trying to bind him so that he is not.
Yeah, I know he's healing, so.
That's funny.
All right, Doc.
I'll head off after Dild.
Okay.
Dash
you're gonna
myself.
as well. Your movement is 30.
25 also.
Okay, so you are right. Well, you were. Where
He was in the room a
I
little
moved
bit.
up to attack him directly.
Right.
So
Okay. So you're about halfway down the path then.
I love how the two people that are hurrying to go do something at a distance
have the shortest legs.
Yeah. They're also the magical ones, I guess.
So judgy.
Hey, I'm a little magic.
Tickles.
I'm sticking with Gray. This guy's bound, right? I guess I'll just hold my action. Well, there's a path behind me, right? Can I look down that path?
The path behind you is the one you came from. There's a path to the north.
Northwest.
Yeah, that's the
Go
one
investigate,
you're
but
talking about, I think.
that would put you a fair distance away from him if he was able to escape.
All right, I'll just stay where I am and hold my action.
Okay. Valin is going to join you by dashing back down the path, and she has a movement of 20 feet, so she is about.
Still has a movement of 20 feet? Whoa.
Yeah. No, she's a slow mover. So she's pretty much in line with Doc because she didn't move far into the room. All right, it is the Charlatan boys' turn, so I get to try to make a save again to be unheld.
You can, I'm gonna hold the whole person, so he can't even fight the rope yet.
Right, exactly.
And it's the end of his turn, so even if he makes it.
Oh, okay. 14.
That is a fail.
Okay.
He's got to beat a 16, or
Cool.
16 is the DC.
Yeah. Dill, You gonna dash again?
Yeah, try to get to the room with the flame. I don't know how much further I gotta go.
Yeah, I mean, 25 feet will bring you from where you are right to the mouth of this room, but if you want to get to the flame, you'll have to use your dash.
All right, I'll use my
But if you
dash.
wanna- If you want to try to interact with it from a distance, you can do that.
I don't think there's anything I can think to do from a distance. I'm probably gonna have to do some more investigating of it and try to like get. Yeah, so I'm gonna go all the way to it.
Okay.
He's heading towards middle, I think. Unless
In
he's-
that case, we're back to the top of the order with Gray. Oh, sorry,
Speaking of
Pickles held his
reaction-
action. If you want to do something.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the guy.
Okay.
Speaking's a free action, right?
Sure is.
All right. Well, then I'll say to Gray, "Hey, if he's still holding that weapon, can you try and knock it out?"
But you tied him up. So you're the one standing there. So, or no, you.
Well, it's not my
you
turn
took
yet.
off.
That's a good question. If he's held, does that mean you could? Is he basically turned into like a statue where you couldn't open
It says
his hand?
paralyzed. So
You
I
could-
don't. I'd have to look up that condition real quick. Hang on. What's the paralyzed condition?
Are you still near me?
Paralyzed condition. A creature is incapacitated, can't speak or move. Creature automatically fails strength and dexterity
Fails.
saving throws.
Which disarming is a strength or dex.
Yeah, so you could just try to knock it out of his hand. Josh.
If he automatically fails him, it says.
It's a creature automatically fails strength or dex saving throws.
Okay, so sure, you could knock the
Hold on, Jen.
thing out of his hand.
There's this the one.
Well, it's not my turn yet. So what are you doing?
Moving circles. Oh,
But
Oh,
it is-
and then let's
sorry.
see. Attack rolls have advantage, and any attack that hits is a critical. If the attacker's within 5 feet. I'm just going to continue to. I can. Yeah, I'm just going to stay where I'm at and continue to try to hold it. So.
okay.
Yeah, well, then that would bring to my turn then, and I'll just try and knock that out of his hand, or I will. Since it's
Apparently, you
automatic.
succeed. It says automatically fails.
And then when it falls down, I'd like to kick it a bit of ways, just in case he breaks free or something. He'll have to search for a weapon for a moment.
Okay,
He's on me.
that's kind of 2 actions, but I'll let you do it.
Okay. And then,
You are-
that's it.
Not
That's it.
use your movement.
I'm gonna try to lead him as far away as possible, but this is gonna be my last.
You
Doc.
can say that was my movement. That's all I'm doing.
I will. If I move my normal movement, can I see the flame, or at least get to the opening of the room?
No,
Yeah.
dashing will bring you to the opening of the room.
Okay.
Oh, he dropped me.
And I guess I will dash.
All right, Tickles.
He's being held.
And he's tied up.
If I attack him now, will that screw up the held? Being held? Before?
No, if you attack him, you have an advantage, and if you hit, it's a critical hit because he's paralyzed.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack him. Maybe I can take his head off now.
Ooh, yes, you can do that.
First one's a miss.
You had advantage.
I rolled 2 dice.
Oh,
What'd
okay.
you roll?
Oh, wow.
1 and a 6.
Okay.
That's a miss.
What's your attack bonus?
My attack bonus is 7 plus 2, which would have been a 9. I'm right. No, I'm still raging, right?
You rolled a 6, so it would have been plus 7, 13, plus 2 is 15.
No, your 2 plus 2 is to your damage roll, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's your plus 2 attack roll?
Oh, that's a 4.
Okay,
Okay,
so
you rolled a
you would've that was a 10 then, right? The 6 would have been a 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does miss. Just wanted to make sure.
Well, that's a 9 plus a 4. That's a 13.
That hits.
Okay.
So that means you can roll twice because it's considered a critical.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I got 1, 2. Okay. So I got 2 dice. I just roll and add the number.
Add them together and then add your bonus.
Then that's my bonus.
You're not raging anymore. It's been well over a minute since
Okay.
you raged.
So it's just regular. So that's an 18.
Okay. Yeah, you chop him good, but even though he's held, he still heals up.
So it hasn't been a.
It's not.
Wait, you said it's been over a minute. It hasn't been. It's only been 1 round since I did this.
No, for his rage. Because
Oh, okay.
you didn't re-rage while you started this battle, right? You only raged
No.
while you were fighting dragons. Yeah, that's
No, I raged
raged
going
when you
into.
started
No,
the
I
battle.
He
raged.
said he
I
raged.
raged going into the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But does it matter that I held my? I didn't do anything on my last turn, so wouldn't
Yeah.
that?
Oh,
be
right.
rage?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that would have
Yeah.
broken.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Valen is going to dash again with her stubby little legs and can't even make it to the mouth of this room yet.
But Belen was a.
She's only got 20 feet of movement, though.
I was like, what kind of creature is she? I thought she was.
That's a great question that you've not answered yet.
Okay.
Not living.
End of his turn, he rolls an 8.
Yeah, he's still paralyzed.
Okay, Dill.
All right. I would like to investigate this flame, try to see if I get any heat off of it, try to just see if there's any way to douse it just based on what I see around it, any writing on the brazier. You want me to roll investigation?
Yeah, please.
That is a 17.
Um,
2 letters on it. D and D. 2 letters on the brazier.
Double D brazier. I like it. First, I thought you were making a Dungeons and Dragons joke, but then I got it.
Yeah, multi-purpose.
It's
Okay.
a boob joke.
what you can tell is that the bra is rises naturally out of the floor. So it is not like something someone put here. This is a naturally occurring stalagmite, for lack of a better, that the flame is on top of.
Okay.
So this has not been
Placed here.
placed here. The flame might have been placed here, but
Sure.
it is.
Oh, I think she's
So you can't like knock it over or anything like that because it is not.
I mean, you could try to shatter the ice, I suppose, right?
Yeah, I mean it's stone.
Oh, it's stone. Okay.
Yes, it's part of the cave.
And there's no writing on it, no carvings or anything like that.
No.
Is it generating heat that I can feel?
No.
Interesting. And there's no you said the room is barren other than this, right? There's nothing else in here.
There's no symbol of a woman or anything in it?
I mean, the smoke is still doing the same thing where every few moments the brief imprint of female form takes shape, but there's nothing carved into any of the walls or anything that would
Does it have the Frostmaiden snowflake anywhere?
Not that you can see. No.
And
Well, I can see
it looks the same as it did last time we were here. It hasn't changed in any way.
Correct.
Well, he was in the room and could see it when Tickles attacked that guy the last time. Did it change during that period?
That was what I was wondering, is if like if he was using and drawing on it, if it was affecting its appearance. What is that one? Wait a minute.
Force thunder. I could try to.
You have dispel magic.
I don't. But I have thunder wave. I could just try to like knock it with a wave of energy.
Gordon, yes, this is his turn, but all the questions he asked, I am kind of counting as being part of his investigation.
Movement. My movement.
It's all
Well, you were
things that he
investigating.
noticed and looking at this.
Jeez, Gordon, give me a break, man. I will cast Thunder Wave at it, I guess. See if I can do anything to it. If it was alive, it would take a Constitution saving throw. Otherwise, I would roll thunder damage.
Well, it is not alive, so yeah.
Just roll some damage and see what
I
happens.
guess so. Is Thunder Wave one that pushes an enemy back?
It can, yes. And objects that are not secured are automatically pushed 10 feet from the spell's effect.
Okay, cool.
It emits a thunderous boom up to 300 feet, so we may be drawing attention to ourselves.
No.
And that is 11 thunder damage, which I didn't realize was a thing, but it's a thing.
So you cast this spell, and a boom of thunder shoots out of your hands towards this flame, and you realize that despite its force, the flame does not flicker from the force of the thunder wave.
Does it impact the stalagmite?
Yeah, might bite you in the ass from below. Stalactite, hold on tight. Yeah, it doesn't damage the pillar, but like you see little shards of ice come off of that and the wall behind it. So it definitely affects the room, but the flame is unaffected.
Not the flame. All right. Well, that's my everything.
All right. Well,
I don't want to upset Gordon anymore.
Since that's the end of the turn order and it is past 11, I'll let you guys think about that for a week, and we'll end there.
All right.
Sweet.
So thanks, as always, to Gordon for joining us. Thanks to the Great Legend Show for stopping by. Thank you to a couple other people. I saw Barbarian Kung Fu. Nice to see you, buddy. Chaos and Comics. Always good to see you stop by as well. Circumstances. And is that it? Is that everybody? Gordon, once again. Yep, and the StreamYard Duck. Thanks, StreamYard. Sponsor me. I don't want to deal with that. But appreciate your product and letting us do this, even though I don't pay for it. So never turn your back on a duck or a Charlatan Berserker who's invincible. That's probably better.
There you go.
Okay, everybody.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.